Okay, guys, so hopefully you've finished the tangent stuff for the top part. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to the bottom and we're going to figure out the velocity at those same spots. So I want to know the velocity at 1 second, the velocity at 1.5 seconds, the velocity at 2, 2.5, and 3. And so, the crude way to do this is that I could just look at 1 second and say, all right, well, I've got this spot right about here. My velocity, if I go over to this side, so if I just go over from this triangle, my velocity is, I don't know, like 3.2, and I just write 3.2 in, and then 1.5 seconds would be that dot, right? So I could say, like, well, it's like 4.9 maybe, because it's almost 5. But Logger Pro actually lets us get a little bit more specific. So now I'm going to go up, and right next to the tangent tool, there's this tool, and it's called Examine. So I'm going to click on Examine, and what Examine does is see how when I drag across, it's going to tell me the exact numbers for that point. So watch this. At 1 second, I'm on this spot. So if I look up here in my box, all right, see this box? It tells me that at that dot right there, when the time is almost 1 second, the velocity is 3.167. Okay? Now at this dot, the velocity is 3.741. At this dot, the velocity is 4.0058. Okay, so what you're going to be able to do is go through and tell me the velocity at 1, tell me the velocity at 1.5, tell me the velocity at 2, 2.5, and 3, and then fill that in on your paper. Okay, so remember, we're using the Examine button right here for the bottom half. So you should fill your worksheet in, and then just go ahead and take a peek and see if you notice any similarities between the top half of your worksheet and the bottom half of your worksheet.